Let's go.
Okay. Hi, this is June. Hi, June.
Hi.
So June is graciously doing a little Zoom conference with me. I am in Los Angeles, and she is somewhere in Texas. North, south, east, west, central,
East.
east.
Uh, Southeast.
Okay. So she is in southeast Texas. And let's start with, how did you find me? I mean, you're in Texas. I'm in Los Angeles. How did you find me?
I started typing into Google and I just started doing some basic research. I'm not a doctor or anything. I was just doing a lot of research, and a lot of reviews that I was reading were saying I should be feeling better, and I wasn't. And then I came across yours, sent them my information, and I viewed the YouTube video. It sounded like I was right where I needed to be, so I went with it.
Okay. How many other doctors, or how long had you been under different care before you started with me?
Probably the last 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years. Had you been through a lot of doctors, a couple doctors?
Probably about 3 doctors that dealt with the thyroid and hormones, trying to get all that worked out together. So,
And I mean, would it be fair to say that the reason you were even looking on the internet is because that wasn't really successful for you?
correct. I was getting more and more supplements or different medications, and I was feeling horrible. I was feeling toxic, and I didn't like the way it felt. Wasn't not feeling any better with it.
Right. So even though it was a great idea with what they were doing, it just wasn't working for you. And did you feel like you
Yes.
were worsening rather than getting better?
Yes, I was keep having to increase everything, and it felt like all I was doing was taking some type of pill all
Right.
the time, and enough was enough.
Right. And so you looked at a bunch of YouTube videos, saw people had good success with what we were doing here, and you said, let's take a chance. Okay.
Yes.
So we connected, we had our consultation, I gave you the plan, and how long would you say from when we started? So we first started at the end of May. How long would you say it was before you just noticed that you were starting to feel better?
Probably closer to the halfway point. I feel like I was normal. Felt like I was where I used to be 10, 15 years ago. I felt normal. Like I don't need any medicine. Not saying I don't need it. I just didn't feel like I needed anything.
And when you say halfway point, meaning how long was that from May 28th to when you felt that, like, hey, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel I don't need medication. I'm doing well.
That probably was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't have the calendar in front of me, so
Okay. So
that's the
early
last time we spoke. I guess that would have been
to
when
mid
I
July.
told you that.
Okay. So right around early to mid July, you felt like, wow, I'm feeling pretty good. Would you
Yes.
say what percentage would you say you felt? 20% good, 80% better, 50?
90 to 95.
90 to 95. So in from May 28th to mid July, you feel 90 to 95% better.
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. So what's different? Because I'm having you take some pills and I'm having you in an eating plan. What's different about what I did than these other doctors?
Well, you put me on a very specific type of eating program to help eliminate any potential internal issues with the digestion and whatnot like that. Did very extensive lab work, some I've never had before, and I went ahead and did all of that, and it come back with the Hashimoto's, and so that could impact a lot of the other things that we were trying to balance out, and we couldn't.
Right. Wow. That's incredible. I actually didn't realize that you were 90, 95% better in that short a period of time. I mean, so you've been to 3, 4 other docs. You've been doing this for 3 to 5 years. No improvement, worse even. And even the natural stuff made you worse. So it seemed like it was a matter of them using the right stuff, but not using it in the right priority or the right order, or something wasn't right with that. But
Correct.
now you're feeling much, much better. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So last thing, what would you say to people who are doing that same search? They're looking up thyroid, fatigue, digestion, all these symptoms that you had when you first started that are 95% gone. What would you say to these people who are looking at this video and watching this and saying, yeah, but he's in Los Angeles and I'm in New York, or I'm in Russia, or I'm in Germany?
You have to trust your body. You have to trust your instincts. And as long as, you don't suddenly stop all your medications without, proper consultations with doctors and things like that.
Right.
You just have to follow the plan and go with your instincts and give it a fair chance. And be honest with yourself. If you're not ready, then don't do it. If you're ready, then you can do it.
Right. I'm so glad you brought that up, because a lot of people, they're not ready to do the work and make the sacrifice, and they just want to take a pill and feel better. And the reality is that's not the way it's going to work.
True.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. You give people a lot of hope.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.